Sneak Elite. Is it worth it? And should you be doing it? Let's talk about it. And by the way, guys, just before we get into this, I would greatly appreciate if you could click that like button down below. I'm only a content creator. I make the content provided to you. Without you guys clicking that like button, I generally will not make any traction on this platform. Sponsor for this video, which of course, believe it or not, is Sneak Energy. Sneak Energy is a healthier drink alternative than your on-the-shelf energy drinks. It has 0 sugar in it. It's packed with amino acids, vitamin B12, B6, and vitamin C. And as well as that, you can also use code DROCK at checkout to support me, and it doesn't cost you any extra to do so, but it does massively impact me, and it also allows me to continue making these videos. So I appreciate everybody that can click that like button to support the video and show Sneak Energy that you like the content I'm providing for them. Let's get on with the video. The reason I'm making this video is to cover over what Sneak Elite is, if Sneak Elite is worth it, and the sort of benefits that you can get for being part of Sneak Elite as well. To give a little bit of context on myself and Sneak Elite, I used Sneak Elite when it first initially was released last year in 2020, and I used that to help gauge just how much I could refer Sneak to friends, family, viewers, and just give an overall good vibe to see whether or not I was able to actually market a product. It also helps because when you buy something on the Sneak Energy store, which often a lot of us do, it actually rewards you points for doing that. So I might as well get some points that can in turn be used for some pretty awesome benefits that we'll discuss further down in the video. I was also quite new to content creation, so getting affiliations or partnerships were, as a lot may understand, it was something that was completely off of the table for me, and probably for quite a lot of new content creators that are just starting in the field. To have a tool that was as powerful for affiliation with a pretty big and upcoming company such as Sneak Energy, I felt was a good way to kind of move forward, as opposed to being with companies that tend to be oversaturated with partners or affiliates, and really you can't get any sort of traction with it. Before we go any further with Sneak Elite, the first thing you're going to need to do is make sure that if you are not with Sneak Elite, if this interests you after this video, you're going to have to make sure you have a Sneak Energy account, which have registered at sneakenergy.com, because you're going to need to have the Sneak Energy account to be able to link your Sneak Elite account to. Once you've got the account created, you can then go through the Sneak Elite application, which will take a few moments, and then you can link the accounts together. And once you've done that, that's them paired. So first of all, what is Sneak Elite? Very good question. So Sneak Elite is an affiliation type system, very much like any other sort of branding that allows any sort of affiliates to go up and refer products or a service to a end user, such as a viewer, family, and you will be rewarded either money or voucher or some other sort of benefit in kind. It provides you a unique referral link, and that unique referral link is something that when you give to people and they go through and purchase Sneak Energy using that link, that it is linked and paired to your account. There's a lot of links in that. So to cover over, you get a URL or a link that is then paired to your Sneak Energy account, and when you give that URL or link out to someone, when they click onto that link and they purchase the offering that is attached to it, you will be rewarded for that. The reward system is pretty simple. It rewards you points based on certain actions that you do. Now, most people think all I can do to get points is refer people. That's not the case. Let's go through quickly what points you can get, because there's one option that a lot of people don't realize they've lost hundreds, if not thousands of points on, and I want to make sure you actually know this exists. So the first one is 3 elite points per £1 or $1 that you spend in the store. So for every £1 that you put out, or every $1 you put out, say you get a tub for £35 or approximately $40, you're getting 3 points per £1 or $1 of that. You're also getting 100 elite points for every review that you do on a product. We'll get into how to review a product very shortly. And you get 250 elite points for every single person that clicks onto your link and goes through and purchases the Sneak Energy deal that is paired to your affiliation link. But this word link, what are Sneak Elite points? It'd be really cool if I could like make it like, what are Sneak Elite points? You know, like somewhere. I'm new to editing. So Sneak Elite points is a in-store credit. Unlike Sneak giving you money, what they do is they give you in-store credit, which you can use for a multitude of different things, which we'll cover in a moment. Every 1 Sneak Elite point is the equivalent to 1 cent or 1 pence, depending on what your currency is and where you are. So that means that 100 Sneak Elite points is equal to $1 or £1. So what can you spend Sneak Elite points on? Very good question. Some people obviously know the Elite store exists and you can get your shakers for 1,000 points each, which is the equivalent of $10. And that's the only way you can do it. You can't purchase those shakers for $10. You have to have the 1,000 points. And Sneak are working on ways to bring out new products very soon to the Sneak Elite store. So keep an eye out for that video when that comes out. Aside from the shakers you can buy, what else can you do? Every 100 points is equivalent to $1 or £1. Once you get 500 points, you can actually get a discount for $5 or £5 off of your next purchase, which means that if you were to get a tub for $40 or £35, you'd only pay $35 or £30 depending on where you are. The way that the payout system works in terms of discounts is you first minimum need 500 points, and that allows you to get either a £5 or $5 discount, and that works all the way up to 2,500 points, which is the equivalent of $25 or £25. Now, if you were to use your entire 500, for example, you bought a $5 or £5 discount, once you accumulate another 500, you're able to go through and get another discount. However, I wouldn't advise doing this, and we'll explain why in a moment. The other reason that you can use Sneak Elite points is to purchase the exclusive Sneak Elite Energy Shakers. Now, these aren't the only thing that's going to be coming out. There is going to be other things coming out in the future that you'll only be able to purchase with your Sneak Elite points. So if you do have an excess of Sneak Elite points, say you've already got your 3 shakers, you could use them as discounts and get your money off of a few things, or do what I do, and I would be stacking them up so that when the next product comes out, you can jump ahead and be able to grab that and be one of the first people to get a hold of it. And it just kind of boosts your reputation with Sneak as well, because the second you hit socials, a day or two after that hits the store, it's going to look amazing. When you say new Sneak Elite merch or new Sneak Elite product have just landed, check it out, let social media do the rest for you. As I've talked about, points for Sneak Elite. There is ways to get points. We know this now. What a lot of people don't realize is that you actually get 100 points per review that you do on a product. Question is, how do you actually do a review? Because if you go onto the website and have a look at any of the products, there won't actually be a review option. Now, the reason that you don't have that is because of the fact that Sneak take pride in transparency. They take pride in being able to show consistency as well as honesty on their product reviews. Whether or not they're low or high rating, they want it to be absolutely transparent, not people that are fraudulently reviewing a product just to make it look good when in fact it might not actually be. So the way they handle this is they wait 2 weeks from when you make your purchase, and they will send you an email asking for you to review a product. It will be along the lines of, how did you find this product? When you submit that, that gets submitted through their YOTPO verified system. It takes normally around 72 hours to actually land on the website. So whilst it's taking time to be processed and go onto the website, you're not going to see your points on the Sneak Elite account straight away. After about 3 days, you'll then see that they will land in there, and it's an extra 100 points or an extra $1 or £1. You'll probably realize just how important it is to have Sneak Elite, because 100 points, as I say, is $1 or £1. Every purchase you get, you're getting 3 cents back or 3 pence back per pound you spend. It racks up unbelievably quickly, take my word for it. When you've had it for 2 weeks, you leave a review and you get another £1 or another $1 back on top of that, and maybe during that 2 weeks you've referred a couple of other people and they've went over and purchased through your link, so there's another $2.50, £2.50 times 2, maybe it's 5 you've made. You can see how quickly you can actually get this stacking up, and it's almost like compound interest in a way. As you're working, once you've made your first purchase, you've generated your initial points, your review comes in, you generate more, and between that gap you're going to be hustling and you're going to be pushing your link out across social media, across your stream, friends and family, and they're going to be stacking up in between. Once you get into the habit of doing it, you're going to have a constant reoccurring ball of Sneak Elite points. So my conclusion, is Sneak Elite worth it? Or is it another shoddy affiliation system that a company uses in order to make you promote their product? Honestly, I think it's not anything of the latter. I think it is absolutely worth it. There isn't many affiliation systems that will pay out in benefits to the user, the end user, in 3 different ways. Hear that again. There's not many companies will pay the end user in 3 different ways. You literally get rewarded with Sneak Elite for making a purchase or for leaving a review. And this is the stigma that is attached with Sneak Elite. My conclusion, Sneak Elite doesn't cost you. It's not a benefit that you pay a monthly or an annual fee for. It is a reward or loyalty system for purchasing Sneak Energy for yourself, for leaving reviews about the products that you've purchased for yourself. And in the meantime, if you have friends, family, or viewers that haven't tried it before, they can use your link and you get even more off. I've had a lot of people come in and say to me that they think that Sneak Elite is only for content creators like myself and perhaps like you, but they're just a viewer and, you know, they love Sneak and they'll purchase Sneak, but they don't think Sneak Elite's for them. We need to extract the idea that Sneak Elite is for content creators. It's actually a loyalty system, and if you have an account with Sneak, there's no reason why you shouldn't have Sneak Elite linked. And that's that. Sneak Elite. You should most definitely have it. Guys, I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, drop me a comment down below. I've had a flood of DMs on Instagram and on Twitter. You can ask me on there as well. I'm at DRockUK across all socials. I appreciate everyone that's been using code DRock at the checkout. It's been absolutely unbelievable this month. So thank you so much for that. And guys, please make sure you hit that like button. And as I say, any questions, feel free to drop them below. Peace.